Hello everyone, welcome to Daily Life with Wisdom Samson. I'm so happy to be here today and I'm so excited for us to have this conversation. As you can all see, the year is rounding up. Wow, feels like January was just yesterday. I don't know about anybody else, but it just feels like the year has just ran by. Now, the amazing thing about this, right, is that yes, God has seen us from January to December, and that's amazing. But now, there is this call, which I think is so important, and this is what we're talking about today, which is intentionality. There is a call for intentionality. In 2026, God would have us do so much. God would have us make great strides, but we can really start with doing that by putting this keyword in our mind, intentionality. Somebody who is intentional would always make great strides. Somebody who is intentional would always come up first, would always come up at the top. You're probably wondering, okay, how are you sure about this? Well, one who is intentional honestly pays attention to detail, honestly is prepared. And that's why we're talking about this today, because this is something that has been hammering, being intentional. Being intentional about your planning, being intentional about your prayers, being intentional about even the words that you speak. You know, the words we speak, they're life. So if we're more intentional about these things, we can truly get to our next level. The great strides, the big dreams, and the things that God would have you do in 2026 would actually need your intentionality. So here are a few ways that you can be intentional that I think will really help you for your next and where we're all going to be trying to get in 2026. The first thing about being intentional, I think when it comes, and the first big major key is being intentional about your planning. This is one of the things that people get it wrong a lot of times. They're so quick to just jump to conclusions, run to the goals that they have without intentionally planning them out. That's what's going to make you stand out in the year to come. Being intentional about your planning. Sit down, make strategies, pray, of course, so that way you're able to do things accurately and not just by guessing. People who are intentional about planning always get to the top. The next thing which I think is important is building systems. Guys, systems are a major key. When you have systems around your life, it makes it so easy for you to do things. Of course, intentional planning is similar, but when it comes to systems kind of bring some kind of structure to your life as well. Systems around the meetings you have, when do you have your meetings, your daily routines, and these things also bring stability to your schedule. People like you that's watching right now are sometimes people of multiple, talents, multiple skills, and you have to be able